Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Kenshi Let's Play. So I'm going to catch you guys up on what I've been working on today, and then we're going to take care of a little bit of business, and then I think we're going to go out on a little adventure today as well. I'd like to go visit the hub and just kind of check it out, do a little bit of prospecting, not the actual in-game prospecting, but just kind of get the lay of the city and figure out what we might want to do with it. So first things first, I've finally got some prisoner cages, and you can see that they're currently occupied. I was able to get some dust bandits as well as a couple of slave mongers, or I think just one slave monger. So I've got them in the cages right now. Whenever they are healthy, we bring them out for a little bit of a fight club throwdown in the middle of the base here. Bucket's been doing his research thing. We've gotten pretty far along here. So I'm working on just basic utility stuff at this point. But there's a lot for us to still do, obviously. And we're at tier 3, I believe, by the way. Yeah, we kind of rushed tier 3 so that we could get the cages. Let's see. I've got a bunch of slave trader armor to sell. I don't know what happened, but there was a big fight between some slave traders and the town guards. And you can see that their bone dogs are still here. I didn't witness, I didn't witness how it started, but I definitely made sure I was there for the end so I could take advantage. And so we have one of them here, I believe. No, he's a dust bandit. Here. And he has a bounty. Or excuse me, she has a bounty. There was also a male and a female. Both of them had larger bounties than she did. So I turned them in for 1,000 each. She's still got a 500 bounty, but if I turn her in, then that's the end of her. We can't really get her back. So, just going to keep her on board for the time being. Upstairs, we've got a couple of additions. I think you guys saw all this, although they've been... No, this is the same. Yeah, this is the same here. We have a sparring mat now. They don't really spar so much as they just kind of pretend like they're swinging weapons at each other. I did upgrade both of these though, so we can train our lockpicking and our thieving up to 20, albeit at a really slow rate, like painfully slow. The sparring mat trains defense, melee defense, excuse me, and you can see Drone is training with a dust bandit over his shoulder. But I'll give you guys a look at how it kind of works. They just sit there and sort of swing at each other. You can actually have them do it alone. But it does train their melee defense at a decent rate, so every little bit helps. And yeah, so our stats are looking pretty good. I've got everybody's strength up to above 20 for the most part, at least the people that are actually going to be seeing combat. Melee attack I've been working on for just about everybody as well, same with stealth and athletics. And then obviously we're working on melee defense now. And then I've been working on our toughness when we can. Obviously that one's a little bit harder because we need to take damage. And so the only way I can really do that is through the little sparring matches with the prisoners. So anyways, that's what I've been doing. Just kind of training away. You can see I've made... Ooh, what was that about? A little bit of lag there. I've made quite a bit of money. I've been trying to save up. Because, again, we're going to need 150,000 in order to buy the rights to the hub in order to rebuild it. We can rebuild it without that, but we won't be able to do anything outside of just renovating the buildings if we don't actually own it. So yeah, I've been selling as much copper as I possibly can and buying as few books as I can. Luckily, there was actually quite a few research projects through mods that didn't require any books at all. So I just had Bucket knock all... Bucket, sorry. I just had Bucket knock all those out because, you know, why not get them out of the way? And it continues to level up his science skill. Yeah, so it's up to 60 now. So that when we do go in for those... Why is your chest damaged and getting worse? That's strange. When did you get in a fight? We'll keep an eye on that. It doesn't appear to be very bad, but it could get worse. We obviously have the money for a repair kit, so that's not a big deal. Anyway, when we do go in for those high-cost research projects, his skill will be higher, and he'll get them done faster. So right now, Grox, Balder, and Skinner are working for us, and everybody else has just been training. So let's see, business for today. I'd like to sell off this armor. So let's have Bucket. I might pull you away to do it. Just because you have a backpack that's empty. And we can go buy you a repair kit while we're there. So hustle on over here. How's this doing? 60 copper? Oh, that does remind me. Somebody suggested in the comments I could build storage out by the nodes. And at least in this case I could. So we've got one over here too that's accumulating. And that obviously saves us a lot of time. Now, for whatever reason, they still run over there some of the time. Because you can see Skinner left this one to go there. Grox, I think, is delivering it here. Or somebody was, because there's copper here. Unfortunately, on this side, we're too close to the town. It won't let me build one over here. So Balder's just delivering his stuff straight to base. But it's, I think, a shorter journey. So I guess we'll just live with it. Anyways, let's send... Bucket, if you're going to... No. What am I doing? You were going to sell armor. I can't have you take copper right now. So run over there, please. Thank you. So we've got all this stuff to get rid of. Samurai cloth pants. Do I want to hold on to those? Let's see. Do they have any negatives? No. So I might hang on to these. They might be of use. Same with their shirts. However, this really heavy armor stuff, I don't want to keep. And we can't have anybody in a full uniform of a slave monger because that would just be kind of in bad taste and put us at odds with a few people. So let's definitely sell their samurai boots. It hurts our stealth. It actually pretty much removes the ability to do stealth. So there's no way we want to bring or use those. Not yet anyways. Visored helmets. What's the protection like on these? 21, 35, 70. So they're definitely better than the visor. Than the... Wait. Okay, that's standard. That's shoddy. That's where the difference came from. Okay, so 21, 35, 70. 24, 39, 60. So not as big of a difference as I thought. Which one is more valuable to sell? Really? That blows my mind. I thought the spiked helmets were just junk. Apparently not. Well, since the protection is roughly equivalent, I'm going to go ahead and sell the spiked helmets, I guess. And I'm going to keep 52, 52, 152. We're going to keep the two shoddy ones for training. So whenever we have them fight the prisoners, I like to throw helmets on them just so they don't get knocked out or anything. Okay, mercenary plate, we'll bring those. I'm going to keep one of these plate boots. And I'll keep... Well, I can't fit this in there now. Well, damn. Let's see. Samurai cloth pants, stolen. Samurai cloth pants, they're both shoddy. Also shoddy. These are just stolen. We know who those are stolen from. Let's keep those there. He's going to wear these to our destination and then we'll unload them. Should I just sell these plated long boots too? No, I'm going to keep them. I'm going to keep them. Okay. I think that's good for now. So Bucket, hustle on over to the trader. We should get a discount at this place at the rate we've been doing business with them. Although I guess I do clean out their treasury pretty frequently with all the copper I bring in, so maybe they don't like that too much. Although I don't know, maybe they're turning the copper around and making money off of it. Who can say? Alright, show me what you got. So we'll unload these. I'm surprised that this stuff isn't worth more, to be honest. But whatever, we'll get rid of it. And then we will, of course, get rid of these pants. We will get rid of this stuff as well. And I believe that is it. Do I want to grab some books while we're here? Yeah, we'll grab them all, I guess. Or as many as you can carry. 8,000, that's not too bad. Okay, go ahead and hustle on home. I might have you do a copper run too, but we'll get your pants back on first. Not that it matters for a skeleton, really. Okay. So there's your pants. I'll see if maybe these look good on drone or something. They don't have any negative effects, unlike some of these armor pieces. So I don't mind putting them on somebody. But right now, since we're not really the best fighters, I'd rather keep everybody kind of light and nimble so that they can get away rather than trying to armor us up for a fight that we're never going to win anyways. Okay. So we were going to do a copper run. We'll take all of that. Before we leave, you know what, just, whoops, just take the books with you. It's not a big deal. You're going to come back here anyways. Go, go, go. I wonder, how much money do they have? With the mod I'm running, no, that's not going to be enough. The economy overhaul mod I'm running, everybody has a little bit more money to work with. These guys, because they're just working market stalls, don't have much. But the people in the shops have quite a bit, and so we don't need to worry about them running out. So let's see, we're at 52.9. Now we're at 66.5. That's pretty damn good. And that wasn't even a full... Interesting, the color of the armor reset. That's strange. They were painted blue before, now they're not. Oh well. Okay, why don't you run on back home? We'll deliver those books. And let you get back to work. Okay, so what have you got going on? Defensive walls, blah, 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 blah. Medium building shells. Yeah, let's do that. Because that'll unlock more building types than we already have. Hemp-based fabric. I'm not in any hurry to do that, but if we run out of other things, maybe. Mounted crossbows. I think that's a good idea. Whenever we strike out on our own, we want to be able to mount weapons on the walls. I don't remember, but something tells me that these don't require ammo, I feel like. These and the harpoon guns that you can mount on the walls, I don't think you have to supply ammo for them. So I feel like what I used to do in the past was a lot of my workers in my towns didn't have weapons other than like maybe a simple melee weapon, and I would just put them on the wall mounted weapons because then I didn't have to worry about supplying them with ammunition. That might not be true though, or it might not be true anymore. So what do these do? Crossbow could increase the power by another 5%. Is that just for crossbows we make, or no? That's got to be for the wall mounted one because this is under defense. Power by 10. I'm not going to worry about that yet. We've got a bunch of electric stuff here, more farming stuff. Desert cooking. Make shoe sticks out of, I think we make those out of cactus. I don't know what we would be growing in the hub, to be honest, so that might be a good idea. Industry, we should probably grab all of this. Rain collector would be fantastic. That gives me 8 books left. Oh, damn. Well, this is iron plates 3, so that means we have 1 and 2. I don't think that's necessary. I'll do improved stone mining. And I don't know what we even use wood for. I'll do powered stone refining, I think, because that's what we're going to be making building materials out of. Is there anything I can use that 1 book for? Weapon melting? Well, that or the composite runners. I think that'll be more useful. Okay, so we've got all that out of the way. That's really all the business we needed to conduct, I think. I could run that other copper over here, but I don't think it's filling up. Let's check. Yeah, I don't think anybody's putting copper in there. I think they're running it back to base, which I don't quite understand. Yeah, so he's running another bit right now. I do not know why. Anyways, I would like to go visit the hub, so who's going to go with us? I'd like to bring Rook, I think. He's Also, I think the fastest. What's your run speed? 22. That's pretty good. Cat is also at 22. It looks like Drone's 22 if he's not carrying a unconscious body around. I think Ruka's going to stay and train. Maybe I'll leave Drone to train as well. Because I'd like him to be a really good fighter. Maybe not like overwhelmingly strong, but like really proficient with his weapons. Also, while we're at the hub, I want to look at weapons. I'd like to get Rook and Drone like a proper katana or something like that. I don't want them training with these crap weapons that aren't going to work on the skills we actually want. So, Rook, what are you carrying right now? We can probably unload this. That should be in here so that it gets shared. And other than that, I think we're good. So yeah, we'll unload this just to make him a bit lighter. So if you and Cat would come downstairs, please. There we go. Oh, defensive walls are done already. Okay, we'll leave your extra weapon here. No, not yours. Yours. Damn it. There we go. Again, I've just been using these for like one-on-one sparring with the prisoners. I'll give them one, give us one, and then we can train up a little bit of dexterity as well by using the light weapon while we're taking a bit of a beating. Just try to be efficient. And then Cat, I assume, whoops, that you're not carrying anything too heavy. Nope. Alright, so I think we're ready to go. So, we are headed to the hub. There. Let's see which route they decide to take. I'm going to slow things down just a bit, too. I want to pay a little bit better attention to them. So yeah, they're moving pretty good. I don't think anything could catch us, at least not that's human. I'm pretty sure stuff like beak things could run us down, but I don't think there's any beak things in this area. In fact, I'm fairly certain there isn't. At least I've never seen any. Bone dogs could be a threat, but I don't think they're fast enough to get us. And I'm pretty sure all the bandits are too slow. So I think we're pretty safe. We only have to engage if we choose to. And I don't think we will. We might kite some people into guards if they decide to chase us, but that's probably the extent of combat that we'll be seeing. Alright guys, so I've paused about midway through our trip. One reason to let the game load, but also I just wanted to point out this is a really good spot for building a base if you're looking to do that sort of thing. There's plenty of resources around. You can see that there's ore right there. I think there's more dotted around this edge here. And this is a really nice flat spot that you can build a city on pretty effectively. And also it's right along this road too, so you will get like caravans and stuff coming pretty frequently. And the nice thing too is you're right between Squin and the hub, so if you're worried about safety, you can always like kite stuff back to the towns. If you need to go buy stuff, you don't have, you know, something you need to build a particular thing, you can run to either town fairly easily. And so yeah, if you're looking at a first starting base, this isn't a bad location. Granted, I'm not an expert and there might be better places, but this is one I've used in the past and it's a decent little spot. Okay, off we go. We can actually, the game's trying to load right now, so I don't want to move the camera too much, but we can actually see the hub in the distance there. There's this real long approach. And so I don't know how much freedom that mod is going to allow us once we take the hub for ourselves. But potentially, I'd like to weaponize that approach as much as I can. I don't know what exactly that would mean in terms of defenses, but clearly the enemy's going to have to march all the way up this road if they want to attack the hub. And it looks like there's already some sort of tower here that's pretty well poised to fire down on that. Although, I think this sort of cliff that's hewn away here is going to provide some decent defilade, so maybe not. And then obviously these are going to block sight entirely. Yeah, I think they'd be able to fire on people down here, but if they stuck to the road, maybe not. We'll see if it changes as we get closer. Maybe there are some better lines of sight. Okay, so I'm actually pretty pleased with this one. It looks like the last stretch of this road pretty much runs up right along this defensive wall here, straight at the gate, and I almost wish this was squared up a little bit more, because putting like some harpoon turrets on that and just unloading on people as they come up would be really effective. But beggars can't be choosers, although we're not exactly beggars at this point. By the way, please, please suggest some names for what our little company should be called. Oh, this is a mod that I've added that gives like guards to the town. They're not nearly as strong as like the guards back at Squin or anything. And there's fewer of them, but it's just like a little token guard force here to protect the city. So, yeah, this is the hub, or at least one entrance to the hub. And so, as I mentioned, please suggest a name for our company, because I think what we're going to do is, before we move operations to the hub, I'd like to have at least 3, maybe 4 or 5 characters outside of like our core group that we can leave back at Squin and maintain a mining operation there. We'll keep our little business running out of that one building. And if we wanted to later on, there is a second building that we could renovate in that town, and even I think 2 more that we can buy already built. But anyways, what we could do is, and I should maybe move these guys to, well, there's a bar there. I think there's, no, that's pretty much it. There's a tower here. We can go check that out. I think that might be where the shinobi thieves are. But we'll head to the bar for now. Anyways, I'd like to continue running our mining operation out of there to keep the money rolling in, because obviously we're making a ton. While we're kind of shifting over here, that will be bankrolling, you know, the purchase of these buildings, the purchase of the town itself, the cost of renovations, whatever that might be. And so what I want to do is, again, have like 5 characters outside of our core group that can stay back and run those operations. And I think like Skinner will probably be, I think we're going to lump Ruka into the core group, because she's a proficient fighter to a degree already. Whereas Skinner was kind of a blank slate, being a starving bandit that we just pulled out of a cage. So I think he'll be in charge of that, and we'll give him like 4 other people to help him. But I'd like to name that, so like maybe like Squin Mining Co. Ideally something better than that, but we'll create a new squad and put those people in it, so that we can, you know, just set up their sort of like work queues and just leave them be. All right, so let's see who's here. Kat, where are you at? Interesting, she didn't follow. Okay, so is there anybody we can talk to? I'm not really seeing any. There's somebody there. And somebody there. That's probably a mercenary, though. Oh, and another one. And another one. Alright, well, let's just start talking to people, I guess. Some of these might be recruits. Although, I need more names from you guys as well. Make sure to keep those coming, because I'd like to start bringing in more characters. And I don't want to have to come up with a bunch of names myself. But do keep in mind, we're going to need a lot of workers. Everybody can't be, you know, the hero warrior. And we'll need a lot of workers before we need really any warriors. So Rook, see what this guy's up to. Okay. At least he's pleasant. So talk to that one next. Heading out of town, looking to team up. 3,000 cats. I'm going to say no for now. Just because, again, I don't have any names for this particular character right now. I don't have. I looked at the list recently, and I don't think I have just like a generic female human in that list. So I'll say no, but 3,000 is the minimum, unless you're lucky enough to find somebody that'll do it for free. So that's good to know. And then you ever needs help smoothing things over with the hounds, you know where to find me. Okay, so she's like a diplomat for a faction. Got a trader that sells plants. Interesting. Okay. You were the person we already talked to. I think this guy can be spoken to as well. I'm looking to band up and get out of town. You looking to join up? Perhaps, but first, who are you? There's only one thing you should know about me. I'm not the talking type. Okay, so how much are you charging? Just 3,000 cats. Well, I'm going to grab this guy because, as I mentioned in an earlier episode, what are they, Scorchlanders? Something like that. They remind me of the Salamanders, and since they're really good smiths, I think it'd be really cool to have a Scorchlander smith named Vulcan. So I'm going to make him that character, and I guess we'll make him like a blacksmith for us or something. So I'm going to pay him. Again, 3,000 is the minimum. And I'm going to go ahead and create him up into somebody that is worthy of the name Vulcan, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so there he is. I think that's as close as I'm going to get. He's basically the biggest Scorchlander you'll ever find. And pretty much maxed out like almost everywhere. So they also don't have like fully red eyes, so I gave him as close as I could to red. I mean, they are red, but I think the entire eye is red for most salamanders. Anyways, there he is. And so we'll go ahead and lock that in. Let's see, how big is he compared to Rook? I mean, not like, well, in real life that would be a pretty substantial difference, but in terms of this game, he's not like hugely bigger, although like bulk wise he's much bigger. What kind of weapon is he carrying? Just a katana, huh? You know what? I'm gonna swap his weapon with Rook, I think, because I want Rook to be good with katanas. Specifically, I think I want to spec him into Nodachis, but I'm pretty sure that falls under the katana tree. So he can have this oversized kukri knife I've been carrying around. Although I think I want to give that to Ruka. So Rook, there you go. That'll be your primary weapon. Did he switch it to his back? Yeah. Okay, cool. Just looks cooler that way. Alright, so we found ourselves a new character and probably our primary weapon and maybe armor smith? Possibly? So I think we've pretty much exhausted people to talk to here. If we go upstairs, they will have sleeping arrangements, but that's about it. So, let's take the three of you that are here and kind of walk out into town. I'm going to slow them down a little bit. Let's kind of just enjoy our time here. How much bigger is he than Cat? Yeah, I mean, he's pretty massive dude. Alright, so we got market stalls all over the place. I don't think they're going to sell anything special. We could always check, though. I don't think we'll bother now. When the town is ours, maybe we'll spend a little bit more time with it. So let's head down here and see who's there. I don't know who we're looking for in order to buy this place from, but clearly we don't have the funds right now. So, you know, it might be nice to find where he is, but we can't actually do anything yet. Man, this place is big. I'm really curious to see how much freedom this mod's going to allow us when we take it. Because there's, like, this, for example, is way too claustrophobic for me. Like, these buildings don't need to both be there. Can we even get past that? That's real narrow. Yeah, I would probably tear this building down if I had the option. Hopefully we will. Hopefully we can, A, destroy buildings that are here, and B, build new ones. I mean, I really hope we can build new ones. Okay, let's talk to this person. So you went in on the shinobi, eh? The guards tried to lay the crack down, but they ain't fooling nobody. They're nothing. Nothing a few cats can't handle. Do we want to join the shinobi thieves? You can join for a fee. That's it? I don't have to complete a test to prove myself or something? No, we just have to give them 10,000 cats. Do I look like I've got time for handing out busy work? No, this is a business we're running, not a social club. Just a one-time membership fee, 10,000 cats. I think we'll pay it. Yeah, I think we'll pay it because everybody joins. It's not like just Rook can join, and they do have training stuff that we can use. Although I think most of it we can craft for ourselves. But let's just go ahead and do it. Well, brother, welcome to the Shinobi Thieves. Alright, so who's all here? Nobody as far as I can tell. Let's see about upstairs. Oh, this person's got some dialogue. Let's go talk to them. Oops, I missed that click pretty badly. Where are you guys going? Come back. Well, she's going to be downstairs by the time you guys get back here. Alright, have a word with her. So, trader. New member, eh? Well, unless you actually enjoy the inside of a jail cell... Wait. Unless you enjoy the inside of a jail cell, knock that shifty look off your face. I can spot you a mile off. Oh, she thinks we're going to steal from her. Anyway, down to business. What do you got for me? Let's see. What do you buy? Illegal goods that you can smuggle into the city. Drugs, that kind of thing. But if you've got stolen loot, you want a fence, talk to my friend here. That's his territory. Okay. So yeah, if we're making like hashish or something, we can sell it directly to her rather than trying to smuggle it into town. They'll handle the smuggling. Okay. So she's got all sorts of ninja gear. How much for these katanas and whatnot? I might buy one. Ninja blade is just objectively... No, I guess it's not objectively worse. Ooh, what's that? That's not that expensive. And that gives us a ton of buffs to our like rogue skills. I think I'm going to buy one of those. And then they've got a ton of assassin's rags. I don't know if I can color these, but what I'm thinking is they don't have any of the heavier stuff here. The armored rags, which we've seen in town, I think that's going to be sort of like our default warrior armor. And then for anybody who's in the back line that is not fighting on the front line, since I think that really hurts crossbow skill, we'll give them this, and hopefully I can color them to be the same. This actually buffs crossbow skills, and it gives them some protection, just not nearly as much as the plated rags. So yeah, that's really expensive. So let's see. The damage is similar, but the katana is outright better in terms of damage. However, this has a minus 20 to armor pen versus a minus 30, so this will do more armor penetration damage, or at least get more damage through. This has a plus 2 to attack, this has a plus 4, but they both have a minus 4 to defense, and then a minus 39% damage against robots, plus 10% damage against humans. Wow. I mean, honestly, they're both probably marginally better than anything that we've got. First of all, Rook, I'd like to see your inventory. Okay, so your katana is an inferior quality to this. I didn't want to spend a ton of money while we were here. Let's buy this for sure, because that's really awesome looking. I think it's from a mod. Okay. It actually wasn't that bad. Heart protector cover. What is this? It's not like an actual heart protector. Is it like a belt one? Oh, it is a belt one. So we can put this over the top of another armor even. That's kind of cool. It's expensive though. I'd like to learn how to make those. That would be really awesome to give us additional protection on top of whatever else we're wearing. So, ooh. Kunai knives, okay. Rusty chainmail, I'd like to learn how to make that. Got some hoods. Sorry, I didn't mean to spend so much time shopping here. So, I'm going to buy the ninja blade, I think. It's half as much. And again, all of it is an improvement over what we've got. And then these are 1,700. We'll come back when we've got a little bit more funds. The question is, who's going to rock the ninja blade? 0.39. Maybe I'll give that to Drone and I'll keep the katana for myself. Okay, I think we're done with that. So I didn't see anybody that might have been the person that we could talk to about buying this place. Let's see who this is. This might be the one that she was talking about being a fence. And then we have training stuff here. That'll train attack. That'll also train attack. That'll train assassination. I don't think we can build that. Or maybe we can, I don't know. Rook, if you would talk to this person. Or run into them, that's fine too. Oh, plastic surgeon, cool. So plastic surgeons can change characters' appearance. I think they can also change their names. So that's good to know that we'll have one, hopefully in the city after we buy it, if these guys don't displace. But, you know, they might. I have no idea how that works. I recall the mod saying they had, or you had the option. This is being really buggy. Come on, I want to go up the floor. No? God. Alright, go up the stairs and maybe it'll cooperate. Or are we just headed to the roof at that point? Why is this being so dumb? There we go. Okay, can't talk to you, can't talk to you. Alright, we're on the roof. Just a bunch of beds. And a person we can't talk to. Alright, so I didn't see anybody that could have been the person we're looking for. I will revisit the mod page and see who it is exactly we're supposed to be trying to find. I would have wagered, though, they're probably back in... If they're in the town, they would have been in the bar. But I don't recall anybody... Oh, we didn't talk to the actual bartender. Maybe it was the bartender. Let's do that on our way out. But I think we're pretty much done here. So we'll run back to the bar real quick. We'll talk to the bartender. There's people all over town that we can have a chat with, but they are going to be the shopkeepers. I don't think any of them are really relevant in regard to like owning the town. We're gonna have to train Vulcan up too if we're gonna A, make him a smith, and B, just make him not a pushover. Like, I want him to be able to defend himself. Ideally, I'd like everybody to be able to defend themselves. But obviously, combat's going to be more important for some characters than others. I think we can speed things up a little bit now. Oh, I forgot they're not sprinting anymore either. Alright. Let's drop this down so we can actually see what's in here. So, we've talked to you. You were like a plant merchant. I don't remember what she was. She was a recruit. Let's talk to you one more time. Oh, right, she was the diplomat. You didn't have anything to say to us. And you guys can't be interacted with. So let's talk to the bartender. Here to buy, let's do business. Okay. Got a whole lot of different weapons here. That's kind of surprising. I thought you were running a bar, not an armory. That's a cool weapon. That's expensive though. And there's some better crossbow options as well. Ooh, a quiver. That's kind of cool. I should know. Like, this is from a mod, I'm pretty sure, and I did install the mod, so I feel like I should know better. But still, yeah, there's some cool weapons here. I'd like to spec some people into pole arms, and these dows are nice. Although they're saber class, they're not katana class, so maybe not. Oh well. And what are these yellow ones? Ooh, that's cool. Eagle's Cross. That's the best crossbow in the game. We can buy it here. Nice. Toothpick. An ancient science book. That's cool. Spring bat. The junk bow's here too. I don't want to buy that yet though. We can research that. We don't need the blueprints. Yeah, I was looking to see if there was like a deed or something, but as far as I can tell, there isn't. So, probably not this person. Yeah, I'm going to revisit the mod page. It said it required an import to work, and I did do a fresh import back in like episode 2, I think. So, the person should be here if they're going to be here. But maybe they were in a different town and I just misread it or forgot. So, we're done in the hub for today. Let's run back to Squin. And if we're lucky, maybe some bandits will try to... Well, how fast is Vulcan, first of all? I didn't actually look at his stats. Oh, he's pretty much a blank slate. Okay. Luckily, he's running at a decent speed. He's running at 18, which I think will be enough to keep him out of bandits' reach. I'm actually going to have them run together, though. But yeah, if we're lucky, we'll get some bandits to tail us as we near home, and we can run them into the guards and maybe get a bit of loot. It'll help pay for the expenses of that trip. Although I wonder... Let's let this load up. I'm curious to see if we need to make another copper run. I know we have 25 here, and I'll probably just go sell those. Well, I'll do it off camera, because you guys don't need to see me trudging back to town with copper. But yeah, we'll go sell that, because it's just sitting there. There's no reason not to turn it in. And Bucket... It said that his chest is deteriorating. The arrow's there indicating it's getting worse, but I haven't seen it get worse. Why is this being so weird? It won't let me... Oh, because it's loading. I was going to say, it won't let me zoom in. And how much do we got here? Come on, open. 25. Okay, so we've got 50 copper all in all. That'll net us almost 10,000, I think. Something like that, maybe 8. So, yeah, we're pretty close to being able to pay for it just with that copper that's laying around. Alright, so no bandits, at least not that I've seen, but we're basically back. There's the town right there. Somebody's hauling ass out of there. Who's that? Hey, go this way. I want to see who this guy is. Who are you? Are you a guard? Slavemonger. I wonder if he's one of the ones... Because they took a bunch of them captive. I only was able to grab 3 of them, but there was at least like 6 or 7. So I wonder if he was one of the ones they took captive and they've just freed him or something. It's possible. Again, I have no idea how that went down, though. Generally, slavemongers just walk around peacefully. It's possible that they tried to take somebody as a slave that they shouldn't have, maybe. Maybe one of the guards was down or something and they tried to take him. I have no idea. But we're back and with a new person in tow. So what I might do is invest in either like an armor crafting station or a weapon crafting station and let Vulcan start training on that. Just so that he can start getting his skills up, and I would like to make sort of like a standardized uniform for our guys. At least to some degree. Obviously different people are going to have different roles. So they won't need the same gear. God, this is being like so bad right now. Okay. Reloading the town even though we've got like several people that have never left. On we go. On we go. So yeah, we can turn this into a business as well. And it's right on the other side of the trader from here, so... Still pretty convenient. Okay, and we're back. Rook, you gotta equip your new armor. That's actual armor, so put that in that slot there. And let's see. Turn around. Oh, right, his stomach is still a bit beat up from their little sparring matches. I think that's pretty badass looking. And if we wanted to, we could buy one of those belt heart protectors and give him extra armor. Although that did have a... Unlike the actual heart protectors, it had a... I think a penalty to stealth, if I remember right. But I'm pretty pleased with this purchase. I think it looks really cool. We'll have to find him different pants that don't clip as much, though. And maybe a cooler shirt to wear underneath. Okay. Let me check the time, but that might be it for today. Yeah, so we're at about an hour. I'm going to go ahead and break it off here. And again, I'll take care of the stuff I mentioned off camera. We'll get Vulcan training on his smithing skills, which I don't know if he has. He didn't have any, right? He has a 1. But he does get a 120% XP gain. So he'll level up pretty fast. And we'll pass some gear around. Again, I think I'm going to give this weapon to Ruka. And we'll see what kind of weapon she has. I don't recall it being very good. I think it was just a regular old horse chopper. Maybe we can give that to Vulcan. But I see him as kind of a heavy weapons guy like Grox. He is pretty big after all. And we'll get back to our Fight Club stuff too. It looks like somebody's ready to go. Ready to spar. How are you doing? She's been out for a while. And what about the one that you're carrying? Still in a recovery coma. So only one of them's ready to fight. How are you guys doing here though? Melee defense 15. Melee defense 16. They haven't made a whole lot of progress, but the higher they get, the slower it goes. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Kenshi with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.